Hi everybody, in this video I'm going to go through our lesson on rate conversions. And the first thing I want to talk about, and where did that go? There we go. The first thing I want to talk about is that a rate, or rates in general, for example, if we have 60 miles per hour, that can be expressed as a fraction, right? This is 60 miles per every 1 hour. So rates are really just ratios to different units, fractions, which then can be converted into decimals. We're going to look at examples here. Number 1. Don't be like that. There we go. A turtle moves at a speed of 120 feet per day. Express this speed in miles per year, rounded to the nearest tenth. Okay, so the current speed is 120 feet per 1 day. So our goal is to turn feet per day into miles per year. So I need to first convert feet to miles. And I actually know that there are 5,280 feet in 1 mile. So I can use that as one of my conversion factors. And then when I go to convert days to years, we know there are 365 days in a year. And let's just, I know leap year kind of causes some issues, but we're just going to use that there are 365 days in 1 year. All right. So first, again, converting feet to miles. I'm going to set up a new conversion factor, and I want to have feet cancel. So feet currently sits in the top. I need to now have feet in the bottom in our new fraction, so that way it will cancel. And we're converting feet to miles. We know 1 mile is 5,280 feet. So now feet in the top and the bottom will cancel each other out, and we are in units of miles in the numerator. So now my goal is to try to cancel days out and convert it into years. So I'm going to multiply by a new conversion factor. And days already is in the bottom of a fraction. So if it's going to cancel out, I need to have something else in the top, right? I need to have days in the top and then years in the bottom, so the days will cancel. And there are 365 days per 1 year. So now I have days in the bottom and the top. So those will cancel. And in the bottom, in the denominator, we have years as our unit. So our current units now are miles per year. Recall when we work on these problems, you really just are going to multiply across the top here. So I have 120 times 1 times 365, and this is in terms of miles. And then in the denominator, we have 1 times 5,280 times 1, and that is years. Now, if you actually multiply in the numerator, 120 times 1 times 365 is 43,800 miles per 1 times anything is just that number itself. So 5,280 years. Now this is not simplified, of course. So now I need to actually divide, and I will put this in my calculator and divide. 43,800 divided by 5,280, and it gives us 8.2954 miles per year. And we were asked to round to the nearest tenth. So looking at the digit that is currently in the tens place, that is 2. So looking at what is right after it, this 9 is certainly large enough for us to round the 2 up to 3. So this is approximately 8.3 miles per year. Write it as 8.3 miles per year. Number 2. The density of a material is, is such that it weighs 12 kilograms for every 7 pints of volume. Express this density in fluid, oh, sorry, not fluid ounces first, in pounds per fluid ounce. And we are going to round to nearest hundredth. So density actually is a rate. We have some weight, 12 kilograms for every 7 pints of capacity, of volume of this substance. So our current rate, current density is 12 kilograms for every 7 pints. So I need to turn kilograms per pint into, we want to turn kilograms into pounds, LBS. And we want to turn pints into fluid ounces, FLOZ. So first, let's talk about how we convert pounds to kilograms or kilograms to pounds. One conversion factor that you can get using the conversion charts in the top of Unit 7 or in Lesson 7.1, we actually know that 1 pound is 0.454 kilograms. So that is one conversion factor I'm going to use here to convert kilograms into pounds. And then I need to convert pints into fluid ounces. And I'm going to have to kind of build up, from fluid ounces to pints, break pints down into fluid ounces. So let's think about this. 1 pint, the next smallest unit of measurement is a cup. So 1 pint is 2 cups. And then I know that 1 cup is 8 fluid ounces. So these are all of the conversion factors that I will be using. First, I'm going to convert kilograms to pounds. So multiply by a new fraction. And kilograms needs to go away. So kilograms will be my unit in the bottom and pounds on top. And I know that 1 pound, this is a 1 here. Oh, no, it's not. Here. 1 pound is equal to 0.454 kilograms, or 454 thousandths of a kilogram. So now I have kilograms in the top and the bottom. of these two fractions, so they will cancel, and our units in the numerator are in pounds, just like we want. Now I need to focus on converting pints into fluid ounces. So first I am going to convert pints into cups. Since pints is currently in the bottom, it needs to go on the top in our new fraction. So I have pints on top, and we're converting pints into cups first. So cups on the bottom, and 1 pint is 2 cups. So now the pints will cancel. Oop, I should use a different color. The pint in the bottom and the top of these fractions will cancel. And now I need to convert cups into fluid ounces. So since cups is in the bottom right now, it needs to be in the top of our new fraction. So I have cups on top and fluid ounces on the bottom. And I know that 1 cup is 8 fluid ounces. So that way cups will cancel here in the bottom and the top of these two fractions. And our units, in the numerator we have pounds, and in the denominator we have fluid ounces. So pound per fluid ounce. Let's actually multiply across now. So this is equal to, across the numerator, we have 12 times 1 times 1 times 1, and that is pounds, over 7 times 0.454 times 2 times 8 fluid ounces. And these are all multiplication symbols here, not to be confused with decimals. Across the top, 12 times 1 a bunch of times is just 12. So I have 12 pounds per, and now if we multiply across the bottom, 7 times 0.454 times 2 times 8 gives us 50.848 fluid ounces. Now we're not done yet because we obviously need to simplify this and finish dividing. So if I divide 12 by 50 and 848 thousandths, we get, let's see, what color do I want to use? Red. 0.23599 dot dot dot, which is approximately, rounding to the nearest hundredth. I want to look at the 3 that is currently in the hundredths place. And the 5 that comes after that 3 is large enough for us to round the 3 up. So this is approximately 0.24 pounds per fluid ounce. LB over fluid ounce means pounds per fluid ounce. We're going to do one more. We're going to convert 75 miles per hour to meters per second. Okie dokie. So let's start with this color. We have 75 miles per 1 hour using the original rate. And our goal is to convert miles per hour into meters per second. So M per, I'm just going to use S because a lot of times that's how you see meters per second, but other places will use SEC. Either way. Okay, so first let's think about how we would convert miles to meters. And one thing that I know from that conversion chart in the OMHS is that 1 mile is 1.609 kilometers. So not meters, but kilometers. And now if I think about 1 kilometer, 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters. Using just the metric system, we know that 1 kilometer is 1,000 of the base, in this case meters. Now I have everything I need to convert miles to meters. I'm going to convert miles to kilometers and kilometers to meters. Now let's think about everything I'm going to need to convert hours to seconds. So to convert hours to seconds, first I need to know that 1 hour is 60 minutes. And then 1 minute is 60 seconds. So all of those will be helpful to convert hours into seconds. Okay, let's focus on converting miles into meters. And first, I'm going to multiply by a conversion factor and try to get miles into kilometers. So I need miles in the bottom, kilometers on top, and 1 mile is 1.609 kilometers. So now the miles are going to cancel. And we now are in terms of kilometers, so I can turn kilometers into meters. And 1 kilometer, right? Kilometers needs to be in the bottom and meters needs to be on top. 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters. So now the kilometers are going to cancel in the top and the bottom. And our unit of length on top is meters, which is exactly what we would like. Now I need to convert hours into seconds. So I am going to multiply, wrong color, multiply by another conversion factor, noticing hours right now is in the bottom. So if I need to cancel this unit, it will now have to be in the top. So hours, I'm first going to convert into minutes. And 1 hour is 60 minutes. And then multiplying one last time, since the hours now have canceled, I can convert minutes into seconds. Minutes will need to go on top though, so that way it will cancel with the one already in the bottom. And converting minutes to seconds, 1 minute is 60 seconds. So now the minutes are going to cancel in the bottom and the top. And our unit of time here is seconds, like we would like. All right, almost done. Now I just need to multiply across the top and across the bottom. Across the top, I have 75 times 1.609 times 1,000. I don't really need to write the times 1. We know that doesn't really matter. And then in the bottom, I have 1 times 1 times 1, and then I have 60 times 60, with all the ones being multiplied to that as well. And this is in terms of meters per second. Again, you could use just S or SEC. Now let's actually multiply. Multiplying across the top, we get 120,675 as our product in the top. And that is over 60 times 60. Well, 6 times 6 is 36. And then we have 2 zeros multiplied onto the end. So this is 120,675 meters per second, which of course we need to divide. And when we do that, we get that it is 33 point, oh, I didn't write down the final answer. 120,675 divided by 3,600. We get 33.52083 ... which then we would need to probably round. It actually didn't say to round. So let's convert, or I mean, round to the nearest hundredth. So we will look at what comes after the 2, and 0 is not large enough for us to round up the 2. So this is simply 33.52 meters per second. Alrighty, y'all, please let me know what questions you have, and I look forward to seeing you in class.